Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, man. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are, man. Welcome to another episode of Cultural Awareness Podcast, man. The only podcast that allow you to travel across the world from the backseat of your car. Anyway, you remember that old intro. Thank you again for all of those people that are following this, whether it's on YouTube. We've been getting a lot of subscribers lately. Please, God, please, don't stop following, don't stop liking, and please, we want some comment too, man. I know it's a lot to ask. I know you have a lot to do. Please, just at one time, give your opinion. Even one time, man, where I will read it and see how I can adjust. Thank you for all those followers across the world. We got some people in England too following, man, and liking. So thank you again for those. Now, the story that I'm about to tell is going to be crazy, yo. It's like really going to be crazy. Why? Because I don't know what you would do in that situation, right? And the story also teaches us a few lessons. But before I talk about those lessons, let's go right into it, right? So this is the story of a lady that wrote us because she has a problem, right? She said, well, my husband had a best friend that I found attractive, right? She ended up sleeping with her husband, best friend, and they start moving along or whatever. They kept behind the husband back, so she's out here having sex, pretty much fucking the man behind her husband back, right? And guess what happened? If two adult people that are doing consensual things without protection, what is going to happen? The worst thing is actually not what happened, but you can get some uncurable STDs, but that's not what happened. What happened is, well, the lady is pregnant, got pregnant. This is back in the day. So the lady got pregnant by her husband best friend. Listen to this, man. This shit is crazy. The lady got pregnant by her husband best friend. Now, let's fast forward. So now her son and her husband best friend, they and the kids, they are all hanging out or whatever. The husband obviously is not aware still till today. He's still not aware. And the son found the daughter of the best friend. He thought she was cute or whatever, and now he's engaged and is about to marry her. And this lady is asking for help, and she's saying she cannot admit what she has done. So this brother is about to marry his sister, but he doesn't know. Her son is about to marry the daughter of her husband's best friend, and yet the son is also the son of the best friend. And this lady says she doesn't want to tell the truth because her husband will kill her. So we are in a big dilemma here, man. We are in a big dilemma. So please go ahead. That is a nice one, short and quick, sweet. And so before, I mean, let's go talk about it right away. Why waste time? Let's go talk about it right away. So the first thing that this story should teach you as far as lesson is concerned, you need to watch how you move and you need to watch out who you are putting around you. First of all, I put the blame on both sides, right? The blame on the lady herself because you go out here. So how does it even happen for you as a woman to find your husband, best friend attractive to the point of sleeping with him and having a relationship with him and getting pregnant? So I don't even know how that is possible, man, because there are some boundaries. That's why I say a man, as a man, you shouldn't let your friends be around your girl, right? Your friends should be your friend, and your girlfriends should be with her friends, right? Like that, there's no mix or whatever, Don't bring all your friends around your husband, especially those hot ones. Do not do that because if those ones like what you got going on, guess what? They're coming after your husband. Same thing with man, don't bring. But at the end of the day, I might say all that, and guess what? it still come down to trust, man. You have to be able to trust the people you are with. But if the people you are with are backstabber like this lady, yeah, I said it, sorry, but hey, it's the truth. If they are backstabber like this lady, these are the type of situation we end up in. Man, 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 man. How? Okay, let's go now on the best friend. Do you guys even know the meaning of best friend? Because I feel like a lot of people lately have been using that phrase, this is my best friend, this is my best friend, this is my best friend. You don't, I believe, in my opinion, you don't even call a man your best friend until after at least minimum of 5 years of relationship where you have studied this person in and out, right? You know what they're about, you know what they will do for you, you know where they stand, you just like anybody, right? Will you trust somebody with all your money without calculating and saying that, oh, this is my best friend? No, you put them through a test first. If you have 100,000 that you want to help, that you want their help to help you save, the first thing is you don't give all your 100,000. You might give like 5,000. Try to ask it back, and then if it comes back, 10,000 over the year, and then you're like, yeah, this person is, he's worthy to be trusted. He's worthy to be trusted. But when you have people out here, that you barely know for 4 months, 5 months, and you already say, oh, that's my best friend, man, for me, that is number one, that is fake. Because you don't really know what they're about, and you don't know if they are put in a certain situation, what they would do, right? So I like that story of Andrew Tate where he's talk about being with his friend, and three guys come and attacking them, and his friend they want Andrew Tate to apologize, and he said he ain't apologizing for shit. And his friend is the first one who said, why don't you just apologize and let's get out of here? And he turned around and punched his friends like, man, I thought we were best friends. I thought we were ready to ride and die, and you just gonna come here and side with the enemy, then you don't deserve to be my friend. And he broke his friend nose, and all those people that were attacking them was like, damn, if he's doing this to his friend, what is he gonna do to us? So they all ran away like a bunch of chicken. That's what he talks about. But essentially, that is what it's about in this story. You need to know who you are hanging out with, man. You need to really know who you are hanging out with, because if you are with somebody that is not loyal, that is fake like this lady, then those are the type of situation that you happening with. Those are the type of situation that happen with especially the best friend. So the best friend is out here, man, you really need to watch out. So they do come to your house, you giving drinks to this person, you watching TV, you and your wife cook, this dude is eating, and yet he has eye on your wife, and as soon as you turn your back a little bit, he's the first one to sleep with your wife. Come on, man. Like nah, this is something that this is crazy, man. This is beyond crazy. In some places you will get castrated, man. Like no, I mean seriously, because oh man, I know how African move. You touch somebody wife like that as a best friend, he's coming for your head, and I literally mean coming from for your head. We will be talking about you in the past, because people in Africa, they have all type of magic and things like that they will say, whoever get inside my wife is staying right there until I get back. And that's how you have the phenomenon of a man having sex with a woman, and then they get stuck. Nobody's even is able to separate from each other until the husband get there and see it and decide whether or not he wants to separate, like split them. You know what I mean? For them to be unlock each other. Those are some powerful stuff. You gotta be careful who you're messing with, man. Do your investigation. I know there are things happening, but man, do your investigation. But let's get back a little bit to the story. So let's talk about this lady. First of all, to me, you are selfish. Very, very selfish. Why do I say selfish? Because instead of thinking about the well being of your child, you are out here thinking about yourself and how you don't want to let your husband find out just because uh, he's going to kill you. Well, yeah, he might yell. Yeah, he will be mad and stuff like that. I get that. And you are probably heading out to a divorce. But at the same time, are you really going to let your son marry his sister without him knowing? Come on now, what kind of effed up shit is that? Like, come on, you gotta be more responsible than that. It was your choice to go and lay with your husband best friend, and now that there are consequences, you don't want to assume them. It's like somebody that go and steal and get caught and don't want to admit that, don't want to assume the consequences of his action. No, you went and did it. Nobody put a gun on your head and it wasn't rape because you had sex multiple times with your husband, best friend. That even sounds crazy for me to even say that sentence. You're having a relationship with your husband, best friend. Yeah, you guys are out here, fucking without condom, fucking without man, without safety net and anything like that. Your husband could have caught a sexual disease because if his best friend's having sex with you, I I am sure that you are not the only person he's having sex with. He's also having sex with other people out there, and he can give you STD, and in return you give it back to your husband. Man, I mean, I could understand if nah, I cannot understand. Like, if it nah, this is not something I can fathom, man. This is way, 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 way crazy. And my suggestion is, first of all, your marriage been broken. You broke your marriage a long time ago when you decided to sleep with your husband best friend. That is number one. Number two is that don't be selfish. This is about the kid. This is not about you. Let your son know he shouldn't do it because that is his sister. You do not marry or have sex or whatever with your sister. You cannot do it. And the thing is, I feel bad for him because he doesn't know. Only you know the secret. I'm sure that maybe you are. I think, not that I'm sure because I'm not sure of nothing, I'm not in your life, but I think that even the best friend doesn't know your son is his son. I wonder if there's no resemblance because, man, I found, man, guys, do your DNA test on your kids, man, because this is crazy, man. Do your DNA test on your kid, and please watch out who you're hanging out with, and watch out who you decide to get married. Every time you marry somebody, there should be a casting. Casting, just like when they're trying to do a movie and they hire casting and find the best person for the role. That is the same thing when it comes to relationship. You should be able to do a casting and figure out, okay, is this really who I want to be with? How is she like when she get married? How is he like when he get married? Did I marry somebody that is going to be beating me? Did I marry somebody that is a liar? Like, who did I get married to? You need to figure that out before you can get married. Because once you're already married and you're in a relationship with that person, and then you find out and discover things at that specific time, trust me, usually they are ugly. So I don't know if her husband is listening, but man, how would he even know? We can out here be talking, and he might be one of us, and we don't even know. You know what I mean? Watch out for all those so-called best friends you bring around your house and everything, man. Hey, yeah, like even I try my best to make sure that even my friend's wife, I usually try to give a handshake, man. Yeah, Trump. It will be very difficult for me, like to how French people, which like they be like to give kisses on the cheek, like on the head or whatever, on the side, like a side hug or thing like that. But man, even me, I find it very difficult. I feel very uncomfortable when I do that. So I try my best, at least 99% of the time, to just give a handshake. I don't want to give hug, anything like that, nothing. Because for me, it's a way of respecting that man's wife. I don't want, I don't want anything. I don't want to leave room for anything to be taken out of context. You know what I mean? So, my thing is, watch out who you are around. Watch out who you call best friend. Put your best friend, just like you put everyone else to the test, put your friends to the test as well. See if they are loyal to you. You know what I mean? That is what it's all about. See if they are ready to go to war with you. See if shit pop up, what will happen? Are you guys going to gang together and beat the enemy, or is he going to be the one running? You know what I mean? And left you and leave you out there on the island alone. So you gotta test your best friend. Just like same way you test a woman before you say, "Oh, I want to marry her. I think she's the one." Same thing goes with friends, man. You are who you surround yourself with, man. You definitely are who you surround yourself with. So be careful who you surround yourself with. That being said, this is Cultural Awareness Podcast, man. And please thank you again for all the like, the comment, and please leave your suggestion and everything. And we will get back to you. If you have your story feels, please feel free to contact us, whether it's on Cultural Awareness Podcast or whether it's on YouTube or iHeartRadio, everywhere. We are out here everywhere. So thank you again, guys. And God bless. Peace.